very, very smart. And I seen Richard Schaefer tonight. We talked. You know, we're about to do some big things together. Look forward to working.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always been surrounded by a team that helped him reach the heights of fame and fortune. Among the members of this team, Leonard Ellerbe stood out as one of the most trusted and important figures. For years, Ellerbe was more than just a business partner. He was like family to Mayweather.
And when he says that we're family, because I was there when Leonard lost his brother.
But recently, things have changed. News broke that Floyd Mayweather had fired Leonard Ellerbe.
Yeah,
and that's fine. But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Yeah.
Well, finally, Mayweather has opened up and explained his reasons for parting ways with Ellerbe.
You know, we in Costco right now, but we stuck in Dubai. We're in Dubai stuck.
Now, if you asked Mayweather, he and Leonard Ellerbe have known each other for many years. Their relationship was built on trust and mutual respect. Ellerbe was there for Mayweather during the highs and lows of his career.
I'm here to congratulate my family, my dear friend, and my business partner. Tonight is one of the many accolades that he's accomplished in his illustrious career. He's done everything humanly possible in the sport of boxing. He started at a very young age.
He was not only involved in Mayweather's boxing matches, but also in the business deals that made Mayweather a very wealthy man. Ellerbe helped Mayweather become the highest paid athlete in the world, even when he was not fighting. He managed big fights, organized promotions, and handled media relations. Ellerbe was seen as the man behind the scenes who made sure everything ran smoothly. Mayweather and Ellerbe's relationship was more than just professional. Ellerbe often referred to Mayweather as his little brother, and Mayweather would call Ellerbe his big brother. The bond they shared was visible to everyone, and it seemed like nothing could come between them.
And when he says that we're family, because I was there when Leonard lost his brother, his mother, and his father. So, and we still got a strong bond, and we're still gonna stick together no matter what. Because our friendship is not based upon money.
However, over time, there were signs that things were not going as smoothly as they appeared. There were talks that Mayweather was unhappy with how things were being handled at Mayweather Promotions. Some people in the boxing community noticed that Mayweather and Ellerbe were not as close as they used to be. Ellerbe was still the CEO, but he wasn't as involved in Mayweather's daily life and decisions as before. The closeness that once defined their relationship seemed to be fading.
The time, I told you the season, I told you the year, and I told you guys everything is falling apart. But
speculation grew that Mayweather was starting to lose trust in Ellerbe. Some insiders suggested that Mayweather felt Ellerbe was not doing enough to keep Mayweather Promotions at the top. The company, which was supposed to dominate the boxing promotion scene, was facing competition from other big promoters like Top Rank, Golden Boy Promotions, and Matchroom Boxing. Mayweather wanted to continue growing his business empire, but it seemed like he and Ellerbe were no longer on the same page. Things came to a head recently when Mayweather decided to fire Ellerbe from his role as CEO of Mayweather Promotions. The news shocked everyone, especially since Mayweather and Ellerbe had been so close for so long. We all wanted to know what caused the split. Was it personal or was it a business decision? Mayweather finally addressed the situation in an interview from Dubai, where he is currently spending time. During the interview, Mayweather spoke about success and the challenges that come with it. He mentioned how being successful often brings out jealousy and envy in people around you. Everybody don't like Superman, everybody don't like Batman, Mayweather said, pointing out that even heroes have their haters. But this time, it wasn't just about haters from the outside. Mayweather hinted that the problems were coming from within his own team, suggesting that there were issues with loyalty and trust.
tell them, Floyd, if they ain't hating on you, ain't doing shit.
Everybody don't like Superman, everybody don't like Batman.
It comes with jealousy.
But them fake superheroes, I'm a real superhero.
In his own words, Mayweather explained why he decided to let Ellerbe go. He used a metaphor about champagne to make his point. A lot of people think they got champagne, but they got sparkling wine, Mayweather said. He was making the point that just because something looks like the real deal, it doesn't mean it is. Real champagne only comes from the Champagne region in France, just like true loyalty and trust have to come from a genuine place. Mayweather seemed to be saying that Ellerbe, someone he once trusted deeply, was no longer giving him the loyalty and trust that he expected.
A lot of times people out here saying they got champagne and they don't have champagne. They got sparkling wine. We have champagne.
Mayweather didn't go into all the details, but it was clear that he felt Ellerbe was not doing his job the way he should have. He implied that there were things going on behind the scenes that the public didn't know about. Things that made Mayweather question Ellerbe's loyalty and dedication to Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather is known for being a perfectionist, and it's likely that he didn't like the direction Ellerbe was taking the company. As the face of Mayweather Promotions, Mayweather wanted to ensure that his brand remained strong and untarnished, and he felt that Ellerbe was no longer the right person to make that happen. Despite the split, Mayweather made it clear that he is not slowing down. He is still focused on making money and growing his business empire. In the interview, he talked about how he made $40 million in just 40 days, which is $1 million a day. He said it casually, as if making that kind of money is just part of his daily routine. But the message was clear. Mayweather is still very much in control of his financial future, and he plans to continue building his wealth with or without Ellerbe.
Within the last like 40 days, within the last 40 days, I made like 40 million in the last 40 days. That's $1 million a day. Sign bottle.
Mayweather also talked about how important it is to protect his wealth. He said that just like he was undefeated in the ring, he wants to remain undefeated in business. I'm undefeated for a reason, because I don't give up my game plan, Mayweather said. According to him, he plans carefully, and if something or someone isn't working out, he's not afraid to make changes. Well, now that Ellerbe is gone, the big question is what was next for Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather didn't reveal too much, but he hinted that there are big plans in the works. He said that the company is still strong and will continue to be successful. Mayweather Promotions has been involved in some of the biggest fights in boxing, and Mayweather wants to make sure that it stays that way.
Protect the wealth.
I'm undefeated for a reason, because I don't give up my game plan.
That makes sense.
So,
He also mentioned that he's not going to share his secrets with the world. The game is to be sold, not to be told, he said. Even if people pay him for advice, he's not going to give away all his secrets. Leonard Ellerbe, on the other hand, after his resignation from Mayweather Promotions, has wasted no time diving into new opportunities, shaking up the boxing world with his potential moves. His departure from Mayweather Promotions, where he had been a central figure for years, didn't mark the end of his influence in the sport. Instead, it seems to have sparked a new chapter in his career, one that could disrupt the current power dynamics in boxing. Ellerbe has been actively engaging with some of the biggest names in the boxing industry, positioning himself as a free agent with considerable influence. His meetings and discussions with industry titans like Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, and Al Heyman are a testament to his continued relevance in the sport, but these discussions aren't just casual conversations. They could lead to some massive shifts in the way boxing events are promoted and managed.
Al Heyman, he refuses to allow any of his fighters to get beat by a top-ranked fighter.
One of the most intriguing potential collaborations is with Eddie Hearn, the head of Matchroom Boxing. Hearn, known for his aggressive and innovative approach to promoting fights, could benefit from Ellerbe's deep connections and experience in the US market. Ellerbe, on the other hand, could use Hearn's global reach to bring American fighters into the international spotlight.
He did do a good job in that role, I mean, for the most part. I wonder if he's going to miss crossing swords with Eddie Hearn, because at one point he was obsessed with Eddie Hearn, slagging Eddie Hearn off.
The idea of these two powerhouses joining forces is already causing a stir in the boxing community. However, some insiders are skeptical about how this partnership would work in practice. Ellerbe and Hearn have very different styles. Ellerbe is more reserved and strategic, while Hearn is brash and outspoken. Whether these differences will complement each other or lead to conflicts remains to be seen. But we've seen this relationship filled with conflict before.
I think it's been no secret that my opinion of him. I think he's the biggest fucking clown in all of boxing.
I don't want to talk about Eddie Hearn and then talks about me the whole time. Wants to keep it professional, but wants to stomp me out, you know. Talks about giving me a phone call once. Someone passed me a phone once when I was in New York, and he started telling me he knows people in New York, and I told him to do one. Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone, only dark times arms for you. Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone. And Leonard Ellerbe, why you always talking about me?
But that's the one guy that I can honestly...
Ellerbe has also been in talks with Bob Arum of Top Rank. Arum, who has been promoting fights since the 1960s, is known for his long-term vision and ability to nurture talent. A collaboration between Ellerbe and Arum could see the emergence of events that mix the best of both promotional stables. However, given Arum's history of feuds with other promoters, including his well-documented clashes with Al Heyman, it's unclear how smoothly this partnership would go. Some speculate that Arum might see Ellerbe as a bridge to mend fences with other promoters, while others believe that their collaboration could lead to more competition rather than cooperation.
It's gotta be nice, though.
What do you think of Leonard's beard?
Gotta be nice.
I thought it was Rick Ross.
Well, they say Ron Isley too.
Speaking of Al Heyman, Ellerbe's relationship with the PBC founder is another key element in his post-Mayweather promotions plans. Ellerbe and Heyman have a long history together, with Heyman being one of the most influential figures behind the scenes in boxing. Their relationship could see Ellerbe continuing to work closely with PBC, potentially taking on a more prominent role within the organization. But this raises questions about the future direction of PBC and how Ellerbe's involvement might change the organization's strategy. Some industry observers are already whispering about potential power struggles within PBC if Ellerbe takes on a more active role. Beyond these high-profile collaborations, Ellerbe is also focusing on individual fighters, aiming to manage and promote some of the sport's biggest names. He's been particularly interested in continuing his relationship with Gervonta Tank Davis.
Like some confusion, is Tank a Mayweather Promotions fighter still? Is he not? What is his kind of still his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather.
Despite Ellerbe's departure from Mayweather Promotions, he remains closely linked to Davis, one of the most exciting fighters in the lightweight division. Ellerbe's involvement in Davis's career could lead to some interesting developments, especially if he brings Davis into any of his new ventures with Hearn, Arum, or Heyman. However, this also opens up questions about the stability of Davis's career path. But things get more interesting from here. Ellerbe has also shown interest in working with Devin Haney, a rising star in the lightweight division. Haney, who has already made a name for himself with his impressive skills and unbeaten record, could benefit from Ellerbe's guidance. If Ellerbe manages to bring Haney into his fold, it could lead to some blockbuster fights in the near future. However, Haney's current promotional situation is complex, and Ellerbe would have to navigate these waters carefully to avoid conflicts with other promoters who might have an interest in Haney's career. Another fighter on Ellerbe's radar is Jaron Boots Ennis, a highly talented welterweight who many believe is destined for greatness.
Floyd called me, and I'm not gonna say the timing of when it was, and he was like, he just watched him fight. He was like, who the fuck is this guy, Boots Ennis? I said, Floyd, I've been telling you about him.
Ellerbe's interest in Ennis signals his intent to remain at the forefront of boxing, focusing on the next generation of stars. If Ellerbe can secure Ennis's loyalty, it would be a significant coup, potentially setting up some huge fights in the welterweight division. But again, this could lead to tensions with other promoters who are also eyeing Ennis as the future of the division. As Ellerbe explores these new ventures, he has been talking about his excitement for the future. He has made it clear that he sees this as an opportunity to reshape the boxing landscape, leveraging his extensive experience and connections. His public statements have been met with mixed reactions. Some in the boxing community are excited to see what he will do next, while others are wary of the potential disruption he could cause.
Just a quick one, that the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe, has left his role with immediate effect. He's been replaced by Richard Schaefer. God knows what's going on.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. made the announcement via Instagram, confirming Ellerbe's departure and introducing Richard Schaefer, former CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, as his successor. Mayweather's post expressed deep gratitude for Ellerbe's leadership, acknowledging his contributions to the organization's success. The message emphasized that Ellerbe's decision was driven by a desire to spend more time with family, framing the move as a personal choice rather than a business decision. Ellerbe's resignation marks the end of an era for Mayweather Promotions. He was the only person to ever hold the CEO title, guiding the company through some of its most lucrative ventures, including Mayweather's record-breaking fights. His role in building the brand was unparalleled, making his sudden exit all the more impactful. Although rumors had been circulating about his possible departure, the official announcement still caught many off guard. The timing, just as Mayweather Promotions appears to be entering a new phase, adds to the intrigue. However, it is the introduction of Richard Schaefer as the new CEO that has added another layer of complexity to this transition. Schaefer's history with Oscar de la Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions is well known, and his involvement in Mayweather's biggest fights means he is not new to the game. However, his career post-Golden Boy has been mixed. While he launched Ringstar Sports and Probellum, these ventures didn't reach the heights many expected. Despite this, Schaefer's rapport with Mayweather is strong, and that history may have been a decisive factor in his selection as Ellerbe's successor. Schaefer's comments following the announcement show his excitement and ambition for the role. He praised Mayweather as a global icon, emphasizing the boxer's influence beyond the ring. Schaefer pointed out Mayweather's vast social media following, comparing it favorably to other sports legends like Tom Brady. "He's a global icon, he's a global brand," Schaefer said of Mayweather. "He has 30 million Instagram followers? To put that in perspective, that's twice Tom Brady's. That just shows you the kind of reach Floyd has. He really is a brand." And I think there's a tremendous opportunity to expand that brand within boxing and outside of boxing as well. Schaefer also highlighted Mayweather's talent evaluation skills, which he views as a big asset for Mayweather Promotions. He praised Mayweather's ability to identify and nurture talent, pointing to Gervonta Davis as a prime example of this skill. According to Schaefer, many promoters fail to invest in developing young fighters, focusing instead on big money fights. This, he suggests, is where Mayweather Promotions can stand out by building up the next generation of boxing stars. However, Schaefer's appointment is not without controversy. His departure from Golden Boy Promotions was fraught with tension and legal battles, particularly with Oscar de la Hoya. Some in the boxing community are wary of his return to a prominent position, questioning whether his business strategies will align with the needs of Mayweather Promotions. Schaefer's mixed track record post-Golden Boy adds to this skepticism, with some doubting whether he can replicate his past successes in his new role. Despite these concerns, Schaefer remains optimistic about the future. He spoke enthusiastically about the direction boxing is heading, crediting figures like Turki Al-Sheikh, chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, for elevating the sport. Schaefer believes that Al-Sheikh's involvement has been crucial in organizing high-profile fights that might not have happened otherwise. By collaborating with such influential figures, Schaefer sees an opportunity to take Mayweather Promotions to new heights. This vision for the future includes potentially partnering with Al-Sheikh, which could bring Mayweather Promotions into the orbit of Saudi Arabia's growing influence in the sport. The financial backing and global reach that such a partnership could provide are tantalizing prospects for Schaefer. He sees this as a chance to not only continue Mayweather's legacy, but to also redefine what a boxing promotion company can achieve on the world stage. However, not everyone is convinced that this new direction is the right one. Some critics argue that focusing too much on international markets and mega fights could detract from the sport's grassroots. There's a fear that young, up-and-coming fighters might get sidelined in favor of more immediate, high-revenue events. Schaefer's emphasis on global branding and major partnerships could, some worry, lead to a disconnect between the promotion and the core boxing audience. Moreover, the circumstances surrounding Ellerbe's resignation have sparked rumors and controversy. While the official narrative is that Ellerbe left to spend more time with his family, there's speculation that his departure may have been influenced by behind-the-scenes conflicts. Some insiders suggest that Schaefer's appointment might have been a point of contention, with Ellerbe possibly resisting the shift in leadership or direction that Schaefer represents. The abrupt nature of Ellerbe's exit, combined with the timing of Schaefer's introduction, only fuels these rumors. These speculations are further intensified by Schaefer's past. His split from Golden Boy Promotions was messy and public, involving legal disputes and personal animosities. Some fear that similar issues could arise at Mayweather Promotions, potentially leading to internal strife. Others, however, see Schaefer as a savvy businessman who could bring much-needed change to the organization, helping it evolve in a rapidly changing sports landscape. Another controversial aspect of this transition is how it reflects on Mayweather himself. Some observers question whether Mayweather is distancing himself from the day-to-day operations of his company, potentially signaling a shift in his focus away from boxing. If Schaefer is to take on a more prominent role, it could indicate that Mayweather is looking to step back, allowing others to steer the company's future. This could be seen as a smart move, allowing Mayweather to capitalize on his brand without being bogged down by the complexities of running a promotion. On the other hand, this shift could also be viewed as risky. Mayweather Promotions has always been closely tied to Mayweather's personal brand, and any perceived distance between the two could affect the company's identity. Schaefer's success or failure in this new role will likely be seen as a reflection of Mayweather's ability to choose the right leaders for his brand. If Schaefer succeeds, it will validate Mayweather's decision to bring him on board. If not, it could tarnish Mayweather's legacy as a businessman. Well, what do you think? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates. See you in the next one.